What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Johan Lorenzo, and yes, this is me with my beard chopped off. But no, this is still not financial advice. I'm gonna be making some pretty big changes to my dividend portfolio, so I figured might as well chop off the beard and start off fresh, all right? So as you have probably already noticed from looking at the thumbnail of this video, I've added another solid, and I mean super solid dividend stock to my portfolio, which goes by the name of Lockheed Martin. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick fundamental analysis on the company and show you why I've decided to purchase over $22,000 of this stock in a 3-week span. We're also going to go over my dividend portfolio, which is currently sitting above $197,000. And last but not least, we're going to discuss the big changes that are coming to the portfolio here pretty soon, maybe as early as next week. And while we're at it, we might as well take a peek at my options trading account, which is currently around $186,000, and we'll go over what I'm thinking of doing next in that account. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we get started, all I ask of you is to please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It helps the channel grow and it helps keep you up to date every time I post a new video. That way you don't miss out on any potential chances of making money, and we're all happy. I greatly appreciate it. So first things first, the Lockheed Martin Corporation. This is an industrial company with a $98 billion market cap, and they are the largest defense contractor for the United States of America. Have you ever seen those super cool fighter jets that the United States military uses? You've seen them, right? These guys make them. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen there is a major problem going on in the Middle East right now, in Afghanistan. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that situation there is only going to get worse with time. And there is a high likelihood it is going to further increase the tensions in the Middle East. That's just a fact. When you have a terrorist organization take over an entire country and you see thousands and thousands of citizens fleeing for their lives, that is not a good sign. Maybe we can all agree it is possible this can lead to a war somewhere in the future. And with Lockheed Martin being the biggest contractor for our military, this is an industrial company I'm willing to bet on, especially when it's trading at such a major discount. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here. Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT, was founded in 1912 and is headquartered in Bethesda, Maryland. The stock is currently trading in the range of $357 per share, with a dividend yield of 2.91%. which translates into you getting paid $2.60 for every share you own, making it an annual payout of $10.40 per share. The 2.91% dividend yield is currently 12% above its 5-year average of 2.61%. The stock is at a great discount too. Their current forward price to earnings ratio of 13.1 is very attractive compared to its 5-year average of 16.9. Lockheed Martin's PE ratio of 13.1 is a major steal when compared to the industrial sector's average PE ratio of 20.8. Their 52-week price range has a low of $321 and a high of $398. The company has been paying a consistent dividend for over 20 years now, and they have increased that dividend for more than 18 years in a row. Within the last 20 years, they've increased their dividend 17% a year. Within the last 5 years, they've increased it 10% a year, and most recently, within the last year, they increased their dividend 8.3%. Speaking of dividend payments, Lockheed Martin has a very comfortable payout ratio of 40%. And it's also good to know here, they outperformed the S&P 500 during the recession of 2007 through 2009. A 40% payout ratio makes this a very safe, reliable dividend you can depend on. I would consider Lockheed Martin to be a swan, aka sleep well at night type of stock. Their total sales have been consistently growing year over year since 2015. Not too shabby of a track record here. Along with their earnings per share, which have been consistently growing year over year as well for more than a decade. So the big question is, if you don't know anything about this company, how do they make money? Well, Lockheed Martin's business is operated through 4 segments, and they are the following. Number 1, aeronautics. Number 2, missiles and fire control. Number 3, rotary and mission systems. And number 4, space. Those 4 segments generate things such as combat aircrafts, tactical missiles, military and commercial use helicopters, space transportation systems, and satellites, just to name a few. Although the government is their biggest source of revenue, they have been working on expanding more into the commercial side of the business as well. But regardless, being the biggest defense contractor for the most powerful country in the world, I'll put my money on them. And for that reason, I've purchased over $22,000 of this stock over the last 3 weeks. And as you can see here, I've been dollar cost averaging my way through. Little by little, I've been feeding money into this position as the days pass. As of right now, I own 62 shares of Lockheed Martin, which pay me $161.20 every quarter, a yearly total of $644.80. With that being said, let's dive into my portfolio and see what has changed since the last update. So the dividend portfolio is currently sitting at around $197,000 and it's generating a solid chunk of dividend income each and every single month. I feel like the dividend income is really starting to pick up speed here. So as you can see here, the dividend income is really starting to add up and it's helping me grow my overall portfolio that much faster. As of now, my total dividend income for the year is $6,927. If you divide that by 12 months, you'll notice I have a monthly average of $577.25. This is super exciting for me, guys, because my short-term goal for this portfolio is to have $750 of dividend income every single month by the end of the year. Here's what I'm getting paid by the companies I currently own. Ticker symbols are on the left and the months are on the top. On the far right hand side, it will show you the total of what I get paid for each company. And all the way at the bottom, it will show you the total of what I get paid for each month. This is true passive income that I don't have to do anything for. And the goal here is to keep chipping away at this every single week, adding money to my portfolios so one day this dividend income will support my lifestyle and give me the opportunity to retire in a very, very comfortable financial position. So let's look at this slide here. I love seeing this, and over the years, it still excites me till this day. Throughout the next 30 days, I will be getting paid 4 extra paychecks. I can do whatever I want with this money. For some people, this September 16th payment alone from Home Depot and Prudential Financial, that can cover your monthly car note. You can literally cancel out your bills through your passive income. The best part about it is, even if I don't add any more money to these positions, chances are that next year, these payments will be much bigger because most, if not all, of these companies will raise their dividend. And that's the great benefit of being a dividend growth investor. Here's how diversified my portfolio is at the moment. I know I'm overweight in the consumer staples sector, but I'm kind of doing that as a hedge just in case we do get a market drop. Consumer staples tend to do decent in the event of a market correction, as well as utilities. As you can see though, the income from my biggest holdings is pretty well diversified. You have Prudential Financial, Main Street Capital, Kimberly-Clark, Lockheed Martin, and Verizon. They're all in different sectors and they're the top 5 income sources of this portfolio. I still have some work to do and I want to add a few energy stocks and maybe a stock or 2 in materials. So let's talk about the big change coming up in this portfolio. I obviously love dividend growth investing and I don't ever plan to stop buying dividend stocks. But there is a but here. But I've come to the conclusion that I will be adding some growth stocks to this portfolio. They might pay a very small dividend or no dividend at all. My goal is to trade options with these growth stocks in order to generate more money in my portfolio monthly. And I'll be making content on that as well. That way it also gives you guys an idea on how you can trade options on several companies to increase your monthly cash flow. The great thing about it is you'll have my channel as a go-by on how to do it. But remember, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. This is for pure entertainment only. So if you decide to copy my moves and you find yourself filthy rich, drowning in $100 bills, that's on you, Jack. So speaking of options, my Robinhood account is currently around $186,000 and I'm just patiently waiting for an entry point here, to be honest. Not sure if I want to sell a few more puts on Tesla or if I'm going to purchase a couple hundred shares head up and sell covered calls on them. Regardless of what I do here, I will keep you guys posted and I'll definitely make a video on it if I decide to sell covered calls on Tesla. But regardless, as I mentioned before, now that I'll be adding growth stocks to my Webull portfolio, you guys will be getting some content on selling covered calls from there in the near future. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. I will get back to each and every single one of you. With all that said, until next time, peace!